Challengers is a 2024 erotic sports drama starring Zendaya, Josh O'Connor, and Mike Feist. The film centers around the love triangle between a failed tennis star turned coach, her low circuit tennis player ex-boyfriend, and her tennis champion husband across 13 years of their shared relationship. First off, with the positives, the acting from everyone was really great, especially the two male leads. The biggest thing about this movie is that it's mostly a character study. Since it does take place over the course of 13 years, which would be all the way back in like the late 2000s up to current day, everyone had to play like different versions of themselves, both young and a bit older, and I think that overall everyone did a really great job. For me, the biggest draw for this film and the thing that kept me interested the most would have to be the chemistry between Josh O'Connor and Mike Feist's characters. Their friendship, their bond, and seeing them get pretty much ripped apart, and seeing the mind games that Zendaya's character Tashi plays with them, that was the most interesting part of the film. It's their chemistry and how she was playing them throughout the entire film. I'd like to especially shout out Josh O'Connor as Patrick, because I've never seen a bum tennis player, but if I've ever thought about what a bum tennis player would look like, it would definitely look like that. He was really funny, really charismatic, kind of almost stole the show at times too, like with his emotions and stuff like that, and especially his interactions with Art, played by Mike Feist. So yeah, overall the acting was the best part of the film for me. It really kept things together, really kept me interested, and everyone did a really great job. Zendaya, Josh, and Mike. Positive number 2, the pacing is great. With this being an over 2-hour film and with it being a character study, pacing would have to be damn near perfect, and it is damn near perfect. There was never a time throughout the runtime where I felt like they could have cut this out to really tighten things up a bit, or it never felt like they were going too fast, it never felt like they were going too slow, it never felt like they were just shooting a scene to buy some time. Everything felt like it had a purpose, everything moved at a really great pace, and everything was always interesting. I was always glued to the screen wanting to see what would happen next. So yeah, pacing was great. Positive number 3, the cinematography was beautiful. The second best thing about the film for me would have to be the cinematography. There's a certain vibe to that 2000s era, especially tennis. How the film was shot, how the tennis scenes were shot, how everything, like the posters, the sky, the stadium, the fans, how it sounds, like everything really brought back that vibe of 2000s sort of tennis kind of vibe, and I really enjoyed it. The tennis scenes were super entertaining and super fast paced, and really made them look like they were damn near superheroes with signature moves and signature poses and stuff like that. It looked and felt really great. So yeah, cinematography was great. As far as negatives go, honestly, there's only one thing that comes to mind, because it is such a really good film. The only actual negative that I have with the film, and it's not a big problem at all, really, I really want to stress, even before mentioning it, that this was not a big problem for me at all. It's just a really small problem. My only slight problem with Challengers is that I had a hard time buying Zendaya as her character. Now, I don't have a problem with her acting in itself, it's just I have a really hard time. It took a lot of effort on my part for me to buy her character. I think that a big reason why that is because everyone else, and by everyone else I mean the other two leads, Josh and Mike, I felt like they were damn near perfect, amazing at their roles in this film. Especially Josh. They were so good together, they were so great, they were so amazing together, that seeing Zendaya on the side here doing her thing, playing this slimy, like all she cares about is winning, all she cares about is tennis sort of character, this like slimy bad person that they're portraying here on screen, I had a hard time buying her as that because it just felt like just a slight variation of her other characters. Like, and I'm starting to realize that it's something that's been kind of bothering me underneath the surface of Zendaya's stuff. I'm thinking ever since the first Spider-Man movie that she was in, that it's kind of been a problem for me. I mean, because MJ is, MJ is understandable because that's a pretty low key, pretty shy character. So her being like that kind of makes sense for that film. But then I kind of think about Rue from Euphoria and how she plays like a drug addict there, and that is something that you really have to put your all into, in order to really play that right. And again, like every role that I'm mentioning here, she does a great job in. She does do a great job in, but it just always feels like there's just something missing. It just kind of it's this really weird feeling that I got watching this film. It's like these two guys are damn near perfect, just amazing at their parts. They have such great chemistry. Then there's Zendaya coming in between them, right? So it's kind of hyper focused on her. She's pretty much like the centerpiece of the film, kind of like their Mona Lisa, kind of driving them, right? And it's just like, yeah, she's great, but it's like, I don't know, man. Something's missing. Something's not completely clicking in for me to fully ride with her. That like, yes, she is this slimy, cheating, antagonizing, putting two people against each other for, I don't know, the greater good of tennis kind of person. I just found a hard time buying her as this character. Again, it is not a big problem. As I said, she is a great actress. She is a great actress in this film. It's just a slight thing I felt was missing for me to buy the character. The other two guys, I hate to keep comparing them to each other, but just compared to the other two guys, they're just two peas in a pod. Just the most believable friendship ever. Amazing acting from the both of them, especially Josh. And her, she's great, but she's not that great in this film. So I guess that's just what I'm trying to say. That's pretty much all I have to say about Challengers, so just time to wrap it up. Overall, Challengers is a really great film. Sad to see that it's not doing that well at the box office. If you've ever got a chance to see it, you can, I would definitely recommend that you watch it. It's got great acting, great pacing, really believable friendship, beautiful cinematography all around, and you get to see Zendaya pretty much almost naked, so that's an extra little plus there. So yeah, that's about it. Challengers is a really great film, a really great character study, a really great film about tennis, very entertaining. Made me want to watch tennis for like 10 seconds after it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Challengers, great film, really great film. So, goodbye.
You mean to tell me you'll never cogitate?
Not while I'm on duty, madam. Not while I'm on duty. Look that word up, will you?